Hi guys, this is me after school. As you can tell, my makeup isn't as good as it was earlier. I admit I was crying a little bit today. It's actually not as bad as it seems. It will be worse if you talk to him, like I did. I probably shouldn't have talked to him, but he's very intent on, well, not intent, but what do you call it? He's very certain that he can be my friend still. And, you know, I kind of don't want to be his friend, but at the same time I do, because I still love him, and I at least want him in my life a little bit, though. It kind of hurts to have him near, and that's why I was crying, because I wanted to date him again for a short period of time, until I found out that the girl, Caitlin, I was talking about, was holding hands with him yesterday when I left, and now I'm kind of angry, and you know, but I can proudly say that it'll get easier, because by the end of the day I felt so happy, because I admit I kind of went on a date with this guy I met at the beginning of the year, just like my ex. His name is, I probably shouldn't say his name, but he's this really nice guy, and we were just hanging out, and he bought me Burger King, and though I don't eat in front of people, so it was only a drink. I feel like I want to just jump into a relationship, and so I can be over and done with my next one, but you don't want to do that. You do not want to be that person that's like, oh, I just broke up with my one source of happiness, I need to find a new one. You don't want to be that way, because it's not smart, and you just you need to get over him in your own terms and not in somebody else's terms. What I mean by that, you need to get over it. Not alone. You, like with your friends and family, don't get another boyfriend for at least maybe a week. At least a week. A month if you can, but in my case, my ex is already moving on, which pisses me off. So I kind of just want to move on too, and just get over it and start with someone else. But like I said, it's not smart, and even the guy I went on a date with said that's not smart, and he thinks I should wait a while before I date. I've already been asked out by 2 guys today. Both kind of fat, but that's okay. Even though I'm not going to date them. Ever. I have no problem with fat people. I mean, God, look at that. Yeah, you see this fat? I have no problem with that. It's just, they're kind of not, what's the word? Clean. They don't really take care of themselves. And they're kind of that gross fat. Not like that guy's fat, but he has nice hair. They're like dandruff in their hair. And it's disgusting. But you don't want to be one of those people who just jump right into another relationship. Wait a week. Wait until a weekend passes, and once a weekend passes, once you've gotten a little bit used to not having a boyfriend, you can jump into a whole new relationship and be open-minded. And you just need time to think about what went wrong in that relationship. Like, in my relationship, I think I just needed to give him more space. And I probably should have. Because I was with him pretty much all the time. And pretty much all my friends can vouch for that, because they're like, hey, you want to hang out today? No, sorry, I'm hanging out with my boyfriend. And that would, like, make them sad. And I don't want to do that anymore. I want to set a limit on when I hang out with the guys I date. Because I think that's smart. You should always have a limit on when you hang out with them. Another thing. If a guy breaks up with you only to hold another girl's hand right afterwards, that guy's not worth trying to get back. I found that out today, and I don't even want to be his friend anymore, but I am, just because I don't know. He was just a big part of my life, and I'm not ready to let that go yet. Though I probably shouldn't talk to him from now on for a couple of days. I made the mistake of being his partner in literacy, and he acted like nothing happened between us, and it just made me sad. And he treated me like he never broke my heart, which he did. He broke my heart severely. I gotta let him go, though. And you need to let that guy go, too, if he's not worth it. Maybe if he's worth it. What I've heard, if he is worth it, don't talk to them. Act like everything's okay. And they'll soon get curious, and they'll be like, what has she been doing, and why isn't she talking to me? And they'll eventually want you back. Unless if they really don't care about you and they move on. Such as my ex. But the guy I met is a really nice guy. He's pretty cute. Needs to grow his hair out a little bit. But other than that, he's cute. And I plan on having a relationship with him. Maybe, I think I might wait 2 weeks. It all depends. I don't like asking out guys. I like them asking me out. So if he does ask me out, then, well, if I'm ready, I will say yes. But if I'm not ready and I think I need more time to recover, then I'll ask him if he'll wait a couple more days. And yeah. My mom said, while she came and picked me up for my date, she's all like, do you really think it's smart to break up with someone and go right to another guy? And the answer to that is no, it's not smart. Because here's what's going to happen. When you're in that relationship, you're going to get reminders of your old relationship, which is going to make you really sad, and that's not good for you and the guy. Well, it's not fair for you, and it's not fair for the guy you're seeing. So, should wait a little bit for that. Sorry, I'm playing with a hanger. And it's not as hard as it seems. It's actually a lot easier than expected. You just gotta control it. You gotta be confident. Don't be one of those girls who say, I'm so sorry, please come back to me. That if they broke up with you in the first place, then obviously there's something wrong, and you gotta figure out what was wrong before you can ask them back. And even before that, you gotta think of all the stuff they did wrong. And see if he's really worth it. If he's not really worth it, then just find someone else. The only reason I dated that guy was because, one, he looked like the Onceler, and I dig anime and cartoons and stuff like that. I thought it was pretty cool. And second, because I was lonely. And I admit, after my first breakup with my ex, Ethan, I went on for a while. Very sad at, I think, like 2 weeks, maybe 1. But when I met this guy and I dated him, and then I fell in love with him too, and he crushed my heart. And he didn't deserve me anyway, which I probably said in my last video, but I'll find a guy who does. Definitely not the 2 fat guys who asked me out, even though I'm no better than the fat guys, because, I mean, look at me. Pimple, okay, you can obviously see that. My makeup smeared, you can see that too. My boobs are too big. I have an oversized belly. My legs are retarded looking, and I wear Hello Kitty socks. Excuse me for being in my bathroom, but this is the best lighting I can ever get. It's amazing lighting, and I love it. And it kind of echoes, which is pretty cool. But that's pretty much the end of the video. Just be confident. Everything will be fine. Maybe not today, but someday everything will be okay. So you just gotta keep your head up, smile. It's another thing with your ex. If he tries to talk to you, don't be rude and just like push him to the side unless if he was a really, really big asshole. But smile, just answer him politely, and then don't keep the conversation going. Just get it done with and move on. I suggest for the next 2 weeks or 1 week, whatever you decide to do, focus on your grades. And if you don't have grades, focus on your work, focus on your family, focus on your friends. Don't worry about boyfriends yet. What I'm worrying about right now is making new friends. That's what I'm planning on doing, because I mean, who wouldn't want a couple of new friends? Friends can really help you out. Sometimes they can be a pain in your ass, but they always help you some way, and or else they're not a real friend. And cleavage, okay. And just keep that in mind, and yeah. I want to say thank you to Brandy, my best friend, Cheyenne, Julia, Brendan, Elena, Thomas, and everyone else who's been there for me, Jazzy, and just everyone else who's been there for me today, because I was very sad, or at least when my ex wasn't around, I was very, very sad. When my ex was around, I was happy as hell because I promised him I would be, and being sad is weakness. You can't show him that you're sad, or else it'll just, I don't know. Once you show him that you've moved on, he'll realize that it's over. and he lost something amazing. Well, anyway, post your comments below, subscribe. Just tell me how everything's going with you, and I'll try to help as much as I can, but I don't know much. I'm only like 14. So, bye.